Hi, everybody. Sam here. Hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in the world today. I am so excited to be here for another micro interview where you get to learn to create a life you love one choice at a time. Starting right now with this micro interview that I have with Erin. She is a relationship coach that typically focuses on the subconscious mind. And if you've been around here a while, you know that that plays a lot into what happens in our world. We don't think it does, but it really does. And I've had a nice chat with Erin as we've started this interview. Erin's going to share a tip, thought, or piece of advice, and then we're going to chat a little bit about what she says and see how we can help you learn to really create that life you love, one choice at a time. Take it away, Erin.
Thanks, Sam. I really appreciate you having me here. When I was going through this process of just realizing how unhappy I was in my marriage, I was listening to a lady talk, and from the stage, she said, whatever you're getting or you're not getting in life, you asked for it. And it was like a punch in the gut. I was so mad when I heard it. And all I could think was, what do you mean? Like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be married to a jerk, I didn't want any of this. And what I have found over the years is that what she said, it bothered me so much because it was truth. And we really are creating our lives. And I think it's important to be aware of this because nobody gets a choice about it. We're all creating our lives every single day, and it's either by design or it's by default. And there's a difference, right? Do you want to live on this planet for 90 years and live the same year over and over? Or do you want to live 90 different years where you're continuing to grow and, explode? And I just think that nature is our greatest teacher, right? Because when we look out that window, we notice that the grass keeps growing and the trees keep growing and flowers keep blooming, right? Everything is on a cycle and it has a pace to it and it's growing and changing. And that's what we are meant to do. So I want to just encourage people to look at that, to choose to live your life by design rather than by default, and to take full responsibility of what's happening, no matter how painful it is, because sometimes we just don't like what we're getting, right? But there's good news because you really genuinely can make a different choice and you can change it. And I am living proof of that as I'm living a completely different life, a life that I absolutely love, and married to a man that I absolutely love. And life is good and joyful and ever changing. So that's what I would encourage listeners with today.
And the important thing is that you're married to the same person, the person that was a jerk, as you've gone through your healing journey and learning who you are and learning to create that life. As you started to change, he responded and changed, but he wasn't the one doing the work, which I always find fascinating. But that's what everybody says. If you start to do the work, the people around you show up differently. And a really good example of this that I have is before I started my healing journey, I didn't like women at all. It's like they were all catty and judgmental and harsh and just talk behind your back. And what I found was they were showing up as a reflection of me. And once I started to show up differently, now I have some of the best women in my life. And I work with women to help them learn to create a life they love. I mean, that would have never been possible before.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love saying to my clients, relationships, no matter what kind of relationship it is, it's math. And if you're currently one plus one, right, then your relationship equals two. But if one of you changes, if I become a three and you stay a one, right, well, now our relationship's a four. I mean, it's just not possible to exist the way that it existed before. And so you really can create some amazing results by just focusing on you, by focusing on your mindset. Like we were talking about earlier, learning about the subconscious mind and starting to change some of that programming that's been put into you, you can create such powerful results. And I am married to the same man, but I always say he's not the same man. He went and changed. And I'm always like, he hasn't picked up a book. He hasn't watched like a TED Talk. He doesn't listen to podcasts. Like, I don't know how the guy changed. And the truth is, I do know it was me, but it feels very like magical when you live it.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Well, I am so excited to connect you to all the women in my community, whether it's on social media or in the community. I'll make sure I have all your links around here so they can click through and get to know a little bit more about who you are, how you help in the world. And if they're looking for relationship help in any type of relationship, they can click on through to get connected to you. Do you have any closing thoughts before we wrap up today?
No, that's it. Just thank you so much, Sam, for having me on. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to connecting with others in the community and just wishing you all a really blessed and beautiful day.
Oh, that's so perfect. Thank you so much. And I'm excited to share you with my people. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.